Podcast.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Redeemed Marriage Podcast. Rusty and Heather Bryant back with you today. And we got DJ Heather over on the soundboard today. Glad to be here and still in the midst of our summer short series. I just have a feeling this one might actually be a little shorter. None of them have been. None of our summer shorts have been any shorter than our regular podcast.
Right.
But today might be that day because I actually am really glad that this was asked kind of midsummer and really leading us into the fall where we kind of crank back up with all of our marriage ministry stuff. And not that we've really taken much of a break this summer, but it has been a slower time on purpose. We try to take a little break from some of our different things that we do, but we found ourselves adding things throughout the summer because we love doing what we were doing. But in the fall, cranking back up all the way. So a question came in. Perfect time for us to sort of speak into this.
Yeah. Okay. It says, I am new to your podcast, and I wanted to know if you could give me a list of resources or all the ways that you could help me with my marriage.
One of the things that I really like about this is the other day, you guys, you're great. You send in lots of questions, just ways we can pray, asking us to pray for you. There's so many stories out there that are just really, they're devastating and heartbreaking in a lot of ways. And sometime this past week when I was reading through somebody that had reached out to us, I remember thinking, we attract people that are broken and have a mess in their marriage. And that's probably never going to change because of our story. And that's what we want. Like, we want to be able to provide hope because people can see that we went through infidelity 15 years ago. And so, and our story is such a mess. And here we are 15 years later, and we have an opportunity to share hope with so many people. And so we know that's the attraction. But one of the things that I kept thinking about is, I know that's how we're going to always be known, but I want to also be known as the couple that is changing generations of marriages. So even those that are not in a position of like, oh, our marriage is in crisis mode, but just, hey, we want to strengthen our marriage now so that we don't ever have these stories where we have to reach out for a crisis. So I don't know. I just think that I want people to understand that's not the whole reason why we exist. We exist for all marriages. And, those that are broken and in crisis mode, yes, we can journey with you because we've been there. But we also want to be a resource for all marriages so that we can just change. Like, it's time that we change. I wish there would be a day, and I know that will never happen, but I wish there would be a day where we don't get these terrible emails but, so anyway, I think it's a great time for us just to tell people about who we are, our resources, and that sort of thing. So first of all, the best way, if you're like, oh my goodness, well, how am I going to remember all this? You don't have to.
That's right.
Just listen to us for a couple of minutes. But our wonderful web designer is actually has put a banner at the very top of our website. So you can just go to theredeemedmarriage.com. So simple. Theredeemedmarriage.com. At the very top, you're going to see a banner, and it's going to offer you a resource menu. And we have this cool little file that will be sent directly to you. It's a PDF, and it's basically designed like a menu, like when you go to a restaurant. So it's got starters. What's
starters, main course, and then treats.
Starters, main course, and treats. And the cool thing about it is every one of them is a link. So you can click on it from the PDF that you download. You just click on it, and it'll take you directly to that particular resource. Yeah. So we just want to kind of blow through some of those real quick and let you know what we offer so that you can find exactly what you need wherever you are in your journey along your marriage journey.
Yeah, so our podcast is actually in the main course section. So if you're listening to this, then you already have that. But our starters are Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then our email list.
Yep. And so let me jump in here real quick and just share something with you guys. So Facebook, we know that there's different demographics that jump into different social media. We try our best to be, and we actually have TikTok, but we don't have that on there. I think this is a little bit older, but we do have TikTok, and you can find us on all these social media. Just search for us. But we have a really big following on Facebook. I think we were on Facebook for the longest, and so we have a big following. And we're very active there because that tends to be the demographics that are looking for our, our ministry. And so, so check that out. If you don't follow us, go there and follow us. And I would say that we probably post something on Facebook almost 7 out of 7 days of the week, almost every single day. And it's not just about, it's marriage tips. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's just, hey, don't forget to do this in your marriage. It's not all about betrayal and things like that. And so I would encourage that. And then also on Instagram, we don't have as big of a following there, and we don't post quite as much there. But Instagram's a little bit harder to come up, to do content. But I think one of the things, even there, you'll see more. Obviously, you'll see pictures and things like that, some videos, reels, and things that we put out. And we do post there at least a couple of times a week. And then YouTube is where we really want to grow. Our numbers are growing there, and you can actually watch the podcast. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go do that. And then we're doing some things even up here in our studio that's going to enhance our YouTube. And like I said, TikTok kind of has those short little video clips and things like that.
Yep, and then the email list.
The email list. And look, if you go and download this resource, you'll automatically be added to our email list. And that's just the best way to, keep up with the things that are upcoming, like retreats and intensive dates and speaking engagements and all those kind of things. Any free resources. We love giving free resources. And so, Yep.
All right. So the next one is the next section is the main course. And the first one is the podcast, which you're listening to.
Here we are. Hey, and the great thing about our podcast is if you click on this link on the resource menu, it will take you to the podcast on our website. So it's not going to take you to Apple and Spotify, which you can. You can go there, and we'd love for you to go follow us. Give us a rating and review on any of those platforms that you listen to, because that's how more people can find us. But this is going to take you to the podcast page of our website, which is awesome because there is a search bar. And we have, I think we're getting close. It's like 260 episodes. We've been doing this a while, just for a couple of minutes.
Just a few minutes.
And so if you want to go there and type in the things that you're looking specifically for, if you want to type in trust, or if you want to type in
communication.
Yeah, communication, boundaries, whatever you have on your mind, and it will pull up all of the different podcasts that we've done through the years on that particular subject.
It's a great resource.
Yep, it's great.
So, All right. The next one is marriage coaching, and then retreats and marriage intensives.
Okay.
And then speaking engagements. Sorry, I was trying to put them in a group for you, but that didn't really work. So marriage coaching.
Yeah.
We do that. And if you click on that link, it'll let you fill out a form to get more information about it. And then retreats and marriage intensives.
So
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So marriage coaching, that's the thing that we do most often. Starting in mid-August. We'll have our full calendar, which people are already signing up for that. But the only way that you can get our actual Calendly link is to go and fill out, like Heather was saying, this form. And the form will come to us, shows that that you are interested in marriage coaching. So that's when we would send you our calendar link. And you can sign up for a free initial assessment, initial session, and then we go from there. And we encourage you to do 4 sessions. And so we can send you PDF that actually has the breakdown of how much all that costs and things like that. But it's very affordable. It's something that's really powerful. We love doing that. And we typically do 3 or 4 nights a week of coaching, and usually 2 sessions each night. But those fill up really fast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even we haven't really publicized our fall calendar, but we have it, and we actually have it available all the way through December. And so we do have some people that were inquiring about marriage coaching, almost at the beginning of the summer, and so they were already jumping on these. Okay, what was next?
Retreats and marriage intensives.
Retreats. We do 2 or 3 retreats a year. We do one in Montana. The one in the fall for Montana is already full, and but we'll be doing that, and that's incredible. That's a great retreat.
Yes.
So think ahead if it's something you want to do in the future. And then we do one in Atlanta, which is a beautiful location, not quite as expensive, not as much of an investment as the Montana one, but it's an incredible retreat, and we do that in the spring. So. Those are the 2 that we do on an annual basis, and we've done several of those for several years. And then the intensives, man, we love these intensives. It's 2 days that we get to spend with just us and one couple. And we have a couple of different locations where we can offer that. So again, if you're interested, we already have dates that we know that are available for the fall. Even starting as early as the end of August. So if you're interested, those dates go away because they can also be grabbed by people looking for speaking engagements. And so we just know that those are weekends that we have that we can do those.
Yeah. And the last one is speaking engagement.
There you go. We just went right into it. So if your family, you've got a church that's interested in doing a marriage emphasis, we love coming and doing either a one night or one-day conference or whatever works best for you and your situation. Get your church to get in touch with us. We'd love to do that.
Okay, you ready for the treats?
Yep.
All right, monthly mentoring community.
Okay, so that's not for everybody.
Nope.
You're not allowed. That's actually
have to be chosen.
Just for those that have completed marriage coaching or a retreat or an intensive. And obviously that group continually grows, but it's incredible because we meet as a group twice a month, and they get to meet each other. So we're all on a community Zoom call. And then there's some other little perks that go along with it, which are a lot of fun. One of which we'll be doing a drawing in just a few weeks for a double date, and we'll go and travel to wherever that couple is and go on a double date with them. So we're looking forward to that. But hey, that's one of those things where if you've done coaching or a retreat or an intensive in the past and you haven't gotten involved with our mentoring program, please do.
Yep.
And
it's
if
open to you.
And if you've never done any of those other things, do that, and then we'll give you information about the mentoring.
All right. The February prayer challenge.
Okay, if you click on that link, you're not going to see anything at this point. It'll actually take you to our Calendly link for our February prayer challenge, but there's nothing.
No.
I mean, because it's not February.
Yeah.
But that's probably one of the biggest things that we do throughout the year is we have specific dates and times that we pray for couples, and you get to sign up for that and give us prayer requests. And this last year we had, I think it was over 450 couples from all over the world. So let's just continue to grow that so we can continue praying for couples around the world.
Yep. Video podcast.
Well, I already mentioned that.
Yes.
We're on
and
video.
then the last one is our downloadable resources.
Yes. So that's why you need to be on social media. You need to be on our email list, and you need to visit our website.
Yep.
Because typically what we try to do is every month or maybe every couple of months, we'll put a banner at the top that's got some sort of a free resource. And it may be, we've done things like how to pray for your husband, how to pray for your wife. We've done things like the 12 dates of Christmas. We've done, things that are about how to be spiritually intimate with your spouse. We've done some needs, like what are the things that a wife needs physically. So lots of different things that you could go and download. And we push those out, and we'll tell you when we push those out. So, but you have to stay involved and you have to stay active. So, okay, I think we've covered most everything. Also, I do want you guys to know that we get lots of messages. We get lots of messages through Facebook, Instagram, our contact form, TikTok, YouTube. And when those come in, we do try to read every single one of them. If for some reason we miss you, don't be scared to reach out again.
Reach out again.
Because it's not one of those things where it's like, well, they must be too busy. They don't want to. It gets lost in the shuffle sometimes. And so it's not intentional, and we do our best to reach out to everybody that contacts us. So, so keep doing that. All right, did we hit it all?
I think we hit it all, and it really was a summer short,
summer short, summer short, summer short.
Yay! I just hope everybody's having a good summer.
Yep, me too. And thanks for listening.
Yep.
Tune in again next week, and we'll see you then. Thanks.
Peace.
Peace.